Every morning at 6:47 a.m., the Golden Retriever would take his place on Platform 3. The commuters had grown used to seeing him there, sitting perfectly still, eyes fixed on the tracks. They called him Station, though none of them knew his real name was Buddy. 3 years ago, Buddy's world had been perfect. Marcus, his owner, was a traveling salesman who took the 6:50 train every Monday morning and returned Friday evenings. Buddy would walk him to the station, wait until the train disappeared, then return home. But Fridays were magical. Buddy would arrive hours early, tail wagging, knowing Marcus would step off that evening train. But then came that terrible Monday morning. Marcus hugged Buddy a little longer than usual, as if he somehow knew. "I'll see you Friday, boy," he whispered. The train pulled away, and Buddy trotted home as always. But Friday evening came and went. No Marcus. Saturday, Sunday, still nothing. Buddy didn't understand that Marcus had collapsed on a business trip. The heart attack had taken him instantly, that he would never step off that train again. The station staff tried everything. They called animal control, posted signs, even brought treats to lure him away. But Buddy refused to leave. Rain or shine, snow or scorching heat, he maintained his vigil. The ticket booth worker, Elena, started bringing him food and water. "He's waiting for someone," she would tell concerned passengers. "He just doesn't know they're never coming back." Months turned into years. Buddy's golden coat grew grayer, his steps slower, but his routine never changed. Morning arrival, afternoon rest in the shade, evening watch for the 6:15 from the city. Some days he would perk up at the sound of familiar footsteps, only to settle back down when a stranger walked past. The commuters began to see him as a fixture, a reminder of loyalty that most humans couldn't match. Then one Tuesday evening, something changed. A young woman stepped off the 6:15 train, struggling with heavy bags. She looked around confused, clearly lost. As she walked past Platform 3, Buddy suddenly stood up. Not the usual alertness, something different. He approached her slowly, tail wagging tentatively. The woman froze when she saw him. "Oh my God," she whispered, dropping her bags. "Buddy? Is that really you?" She knelt down, and Buddy's tail began wagging frantically. This was Sarah, Marcus's daughter, who had been studying abroad when her father died. She had never been to this station before, had never met her father's dog, but Marcus had shown her countless photos. "You've been waiting for him, haven't you?" she said through tears. "All this time, you've been waiting for Dad." Buddy pressed against her legs, whimpering softly. For the first time in 3 years, his vigil had meaning again. Not because Marcus had returned, but because a piece of Marcus had finally found him. Elena watched from the ticket booth, tears streaming down her face. The other commuters who had witnessed this reunion stood in stunned silence. Some were crying, others taking photos, but everyone understood they were witnessing something extraordinary, a love so pure it had transcended death itself. Sarah looked at the station around her, understanding immediately. "This is where you said goodbye to him, isn't it? Where you've been waiting for him to come home." She sat down on the platform beside Buddy, wrapping her arms around him. "I'm here now. I'm sorry it took me so long to find you." That night, Buddy went home for the first time in 3 years. But every few days, Sarah would bring him back to the station. Not to wait anymore, but to remember. And sometimes when a 6:15 train pulled in, Buddy would still look up hopefully. Because some bonds are too strong for even death to break. The station put up a small plaque on Platform 3, in memory of Buddy, who taught us that love never gives up waiting. And though Buddy now sleeps in a warm bed instead of on cold concrete, his story lives on, a reminder that loyalty like his exists in this world, if we're just willing to see it.